Hello. We have returned.
We don't know how long we'll be back for either, okay?
Uh,
It's
we might.
fine.
Uh, we have. I know. I still have college. I don't know what you have.
I have COVID. I actually don't, but like
No, no,
half
no. Like
half
after this.
oh also college, but like higher college.
Oh
College
no.
but worse.
Oh no.
College but worse. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll figure out how we're gonna continue this
Yep.
after.
But
Yeah.
we picked a good time to come back because as we'll see later in the show, we
Ah.
picked a
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
time to come back. Yes.
Is it? There's a lot of other people who are also coming back. Hopefully.
Yes. Just in time. Just in time.
So
Yeah.
first off, we had technically we had one half of Darby Allen versus Brody.
We had like 70% of the show, but we started with I guess 20 minutes of dead signal, and then
Yeah,
when the show came on, it was there.
commercial break.
Yeah, it was commercial break, and Darby was already dead, and they didn't find out until the post match replays that it actually started with the top rope code red. Like, okay,
Like th-
okay,
there were so many weird things happening. Like someone was bleeding. I'm not sure who. Darby was dead. It was
yeah.
commercial break.
There was a person who was cheering a table, and
Yeah,
and Tad said that she must love picnics.
yeah.
That was the
No,
first thing I saw.
okay, so like before we start talking about the match, I don't understand why we love tables so much. Like nobody cheers when somebody pulls out a chair. And I think
No,
ladders
because
are.
I think I think it's the thing where it's you do a normal move like like none of the moves that you do ever really change. It's just that in addition to that, something breaks in half underneath you, and that if you do it right, that looks really good. Especially double table spots where half of a table falls onto your face when you go through it. That just looks good. So you always have the potential for something that will look very good. So yeah,
I,
even the Cody Andrade botched backdrop whatever thing, it still looked insane. Even though you couldn't tell that they messed it up unless you watch the whole rest of the match. It still looks insane.
I think like psych majors who are also wrestling fans can like make a thesis out of this, like the psychology of table use.
I could probably contact a few people. I had the psychology professor who really liked Brock. I'm not sure Brock ever did a lot of table things, but I guess he would know.
What's
He
up
would
with
have experience.
tables?
What's up with that?
Yeah.
There,
So
there, there
anyway,
were there was a table that whose legs didn't work. The
Brody
fans
King
started
just
booing it.
broke one of the tables
Yeah,
on
and
his
the,
own.
and it received the most heat out of anyone in
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
match.
People were legitimately pissed.
Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, like I don't think they needed the second table. Like he landed pretty square on the first one he set up.
yeah. So like it leads me to believe that that table was broken on purpose. Like
Uh,
they just needed some heat because both these guys were pretty over and they
yeah.
needed someone to boo something. So they just let's have this
So
table that doesn't work.
So it was kind of weird because like we started commercial break and like usually commercial break is heat spots. So Darby just started out dead.
Yeah, like there was a period where Darby just kept getting dropped by single chops, and I swear that if you were behind Darby, you would still feel
Yeah.
the force just goes through him.
Yeah. And then I think it was after commercial break Darby started a comeback and
Yeah,
then
because Brody whiffed the table spot.
yeah, he whiffed the
That's yeah,
tables. I don't
yeah,
remember much about the comeback though, but like I knew he was going for a tope and then
yeah. He
lights
got
go
this
out.
perfect. He got his perfect contact as always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was
Not
going for another
afterwards. Yeah.
one. Yeah. And then lights go out. House of Black are there. We finally have Buddy Matthews again.
Yeah. Where
Yeah,
has he been? I
I don't know.
genuinely don't remember where he's been.
I'm not sure if it's visa issues or injuries though.
He hasn't
I
even
don't.
been in the video packages.
Yeah, I don't. I don't think it was injuries. I think maybe if it was anything, it was visa.
Probably. Like he went home to Australia and then it was like, damn it.
Yeah.
Oops. I forgot that it was hard.
Or maybe they just didn't mention anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
And then on the
they
other
don't
side
need
of
to.
the ring, there was Julia. Julia does her first significant thing as a member of the.
Yeah.
Well, no, not the first. She's already misted a couple of people.
Yeah.
She misted Miro.
And then, so basically, this was another extended Darby's dying spot.
Darby's value to AEW is how much he can be killed.
Yeah. So basically, it turns into a 3-on-1.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
I,
then
I think, I
I
think
was
Buddy
thinking
hit.
like, yeah, can
I
these
think Buddy hit a
guys
knee.
can you can they believably be scared off by Sting because like these guys are terrified? Like, can
Yeah,
these guys believably be scared off?
because like Brody's huge. Like
Yeah,
I think he could take on like Malachi and Buddy like 2-on-1 with a bat, but like
yeah.
Brody's huge, but he's
But
also
then
bleeding.
he separated them, so it's okay.
Yeah.
We didn't have to find out the answer.
Yeah. So I actually like by the time like people were chanting, I think it was after Brody like put Darby through a table with that cannonball. Like people
Yeah.
were chanting "We want Sting," and I was like, "Yeah, well, that's weird. Like, what happened during that time we couldn't watch? Where was Sting? I thought like they took him out
Oh,
again."
what? I think Sting was just like around. Like I'm pretty sure that he was already with Darby a couple of times, and he already had a standoff with Malachi
No, no,
previously.
no. I mean like during the match. I thought like during the part we couldn't watch. I thought they like took him out.
Oh, yeah.
But
He probably I haven't seen the part that I missed yet, but Darby probably came out with Sting, and then they just like did a fist bump, and then Sting walked to the back or something.
no, I think he wasn't there like at all.
Oh,
Cause
he
like he
didn't
was,
even come out.
cause like the surprise was like Brody King goes to open the coffin and then he's just there in
Had the
the.
coffin been open previously in the
I
match?
don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay, so he might have been there the whole time. It's
Yeah.
okay.
So he just
It
opens
wasn't
it
some
with some.
magic
Like,
trick.
I was half expecting him to sit up, but then again I remember no, his old
That's
man
not.
bones
Yeah,
probably wouldn't allow.
it's
So he just
okay. He
he
did
just
fine
he just casually stands up.
inside the coffin.
Yeah. So he beats up Brody, uh,
He
beats
beats
up
up Buddy.
Buddy, and then gives his bat to Malachi, which is like
Yeah.
I don't.
And we learned recently that Malachi has been like badly injured.
Yeah, his back apparently.
Yeah. So like now he seems to be coming back from that because of things that were revealed later in the show. But like
I
yeah,
don't I
I
don't
like this.
remember. I don't remember a lot about because like I've heard about the BCW's thing, but what I remember he used to do is like he gives his bat for like trust exercise back when he turned into Crow's thing. So I'm
Uh,
not sure about like him tossing it to Malachi. I
mm.
think he did this too with NWO, like as a threat. Like he gave his bat because like he could take them on anyway.
Yeah, even if they had even if they had the bat, not just if
Yeah.
he didn't have it, even if they had it.
And so Malachi takes the bat, stares at
Eh,
it extensively.
like a someone in a drum and lyre band.
Yeah. And proceeds to. He said something to Brody King. I don't think it's too important, but like,
Someone like apparently Tony thinks he said win this match. I'm sure it was not that. I'm sure it was not that.
it's like the most common, like, it's like I play Tekken and like that's the most common piece of advice we keep seeing. Like, oh, how do I beat this character? Lol, just learn.
Just win, lol. Just hit.
Like some people genuinely just say, "Lol, just learn." Like I'm asking for advice.
Thank. Why are there so many accounting students, bro? Just count.
So he walks off. I think Buddy Matthews was still dead in the ring.
Yeah, like they had to roll him out like off camera at some point,
Yeah.
and then like Malachi is walking back up the ramp and Sting's like, actually, I need my bat back.
Yeah, they never showed that again. And then,
Yeah, and they just
Br-
apparently walked to the back and had a confrontation there, I guess.
yeah, Brody King like took too much time. Like he was going for, I don't know if he was going for his finisher, but like he carried him. He
He was
carried
going
Darby
for the
around.
same choke that he used to win the
Ah,
Battle
yeah, yeah.
Royale,
No, because
the Royal.
he had him on his shoulders. He had Darby on his shoulders.
Oh yeah, but that's not the Gonzo one. It's
Anyway,
just Gonzo wants to set out fire driver. But like this is where I learned that the coffin has thumbtacks on the
yeah, yeah.
lid.
On the
Like okay, like they explain why. It's because like if you try to open it, you get hurt. But
no,
then
no. If you try to stop it from closing,
yeah, if you try to stop it from closing, you get hurt. But then why? Why? Basically, if you're sat in the coffin already, you're done. Like no one, there's you can't have any drama with trying to close or keep the coffin lid open. That's its
I
basic.
mean, you
I guess it's to
could.
separate it from the dumpster match that the Acclaim had with the Gun Club last week because then you could fight over the lid. But like
Because
here you can't because you just get hurt.
that would be a good spot, though. Like
Like
trying to
someone
keep it
taking
open.
yeah, like
Yeah,
someone taking it in the hands. That would be
yeah,
brutal. What but it the finish was also brutal
yeah. Like,
because Brody got choked out.
with the
Jesus.
chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
With his
scary to look
chain.
at. Because like,
Yeah,
he was
he
already
got
bleeding
yeah,
from the
like
face.
he got hung. Like, he got hung
Oh,
for like three
yeah.
seconds. And then
Yeah,
he just
thankfully it
falls into
wasn't
the
too long.
coffin. He just falls perfectly into the coffin without
And then it
putting any of the
closes.
thumbtacks. Yeah, like perfect. It couldn't have gone any better.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna have to rewatch the whole thing. Like
Yeah,
before I okay, so I'm not gonna say how, but I'm going to find a way.
yeah. We do not endorse the
Yeah.
method that we might be
W-
attempting to
To be
use in
fair,
order to find.
we paid for it.
Yeah,
We
we
just
did
didn't.
pay for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't get what we paid for. So like
Yeah.
it's rebates, bill rebates. Yeah.
But from what I saw, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, and Brody tweeted after the match a picture of his like bloody face, and he said that we're not done, or something to that effect. So I was thinking, where the hell could this go?
Yeah, I mean,
Where else could this go?
tag match.
But with I guess with Buddy Matthews, I guess. But
Yeah,
then
it has to be Buddy Matthews and
yeah,
Brody because like Malachi has
has
Miro,
back. He has back, and he
and
also has
he
back.
also has Miro waiting. Yeah.
Maybe that's how they debut Miro into the house. They Miro shows up to run interference on
Oh
Darby
no,
instead.
no, I don't think
So
he like based on this promo. I don't think he is joining the house.
oh, okay. Well, he cuts the
Okay,
promo
so
later on, but
by the way,
I thought he
your
was
audio
joining.
keeps cut. Your audio cut a bit.
Sag, wait, I believe it is within the guidelines that I may unmask.
And that's fine.
Yeah,
So yeah, I don't think Miro's joining. But we'll talk about that later.
yeah,
I forgot to make banners, but like what happened next was basically Mox and Chris Jericho
yeah. So they're basically
backstage
letting
interviews.
Mox talk every week, which is great. He is great at this. I did not appreciate how good he was. Well, because he was gone for a while last year, but then he didn't really let him talk a lot until he became champion, and then he just kept talking down his opponents. Yeah, yes, more.
I for I was supposed to write it down. I forgot his last line where he said he was going to test Chris Jericho's spirit. And like I
Yeah,
think he said something to the effect of if he can't break Jericho's spirit, he'll break his body instead. And
yeah.
like, oh my god.
Okay, okay. And we will see later on if that did end up happening. Chris
Yeah.
Jericho responded. He was clean shaven. What the hell?
He had to look like Lionheart as much as possible.
He had to try, I guess, but he like you could still tell it was like Lionheart plus 20 years, but he looked
I
alright.
mean, yeah.
He looked okay. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting him to like de-age.
Put CGI on the like the AEW hires new VFX live VFX.
So up next we had La Facción Ingobernable versus Lucha Bro. Okay,
Yeah, the white suit
I
boys versus. Okay,
no,
so first of all, Penta is no longer depressed.
yeah, I wasn't a big fan of this match. It
It
was
was,
it was a bit janky.
yeah, like I guess it was a collection of cool things.
Yeah, no, but
Like,
like it wasn't building to anything. It
yeah,
did sort of.
yeah, it was just a collection of cool things.
Yeah,
But then like they didn't seem very um strung together. They
yeah, yeah,
did,
yeah.
yeah. At
Like
this point, I
none
really
of
want,
them.
yeah,
Yeah, like to your point, like none of the moves felt like they flowed. It was like cool spot, pause, cool spot,
yeah,
pause. It
yeah.
wasn't. Yeah,
And
and go you go first.
on the
'Cause, like,
topic of spots, can people stop unmasking the Lucha Bros?
no, no, no.
Can
Like, I can understand it here because like uh wait Rush and Andrade are
Yeah,
like
they
the
made it their
few.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
they made it their thing. But then like
yeah.
I'm pretty
Plus,
sure
there's
Penta
a
has been unmasked like 5 times in the last year.
like
And
it
like you
makes
could
more
tell he was ready
sense.
for it this time
Yeah.
because he
It
had his
makes
face
more
painted.
it makes more sense in this feud because like there's cultural backgrounds to it.
Yeah, but it would have had a lot more impact if FTR didn't do it like twice as well.
Yeah, yeah,
So like, can they keep their masks on for at least 6 months starting from now, please?
yeah,
Please do not. Please do not have them be unmasked. Their next opponents appear to be well, before this, actually, the trios tournament bracket was announced, and they, along with Pac, Death Triangle, are facing Osprey and Aussie Open. I'm not sure they will be unmasking, so
yeah.
that is at least a good start. We can have like we can have a counter. It has been 1 week since the Lucha Brothers have last been unmasked.
Okay, so like the worst part about this match was I forgot at what point it was, but like Phoenix was getting worked on in the ring. Penta was previously knocked outside, and then he
Yes.
proceeded to chant with the crowd while Phoenix was being beaten off.
Wait, what? Did he
Yeah,
forget it was a tornado? I missed this.
I
Did he
don't
forget it's a
know.
tornado time?
I don't know if he did because like he was out there chanting with the crowd, like trying to pump. I don't know if he was trying to
Are you
pump
sure that
himself up.
wasn't Alex? Or did
No,
they show
no,
him on
because
camera?
like,
Oh my
cause,
god.
cause he got kicked. He got drop kicked while he was chanting with the crowd. I remember this. I forgot who drop kicked him, but like Phoenix was down in the ring, or like he was being worked on in the ring.
Maybe this is what happens when Penta stops being depressed. Maybe he needs to be sad.
I don't
Maybe
know.
he should be Oscuro. I don't know.
I would have probably preferred. I don't know if I'm just not used to like tornado tags, but this would have probably flowed better if it wasn't tornado.
Yeah, because like they didn't really make use of the tornado because like they could have done all of this anyway, even if it was a normal tag. I
Yeah.
think.
And
Yeah.
to be fair, LFI also got confused some part through when Rouge tried to use a chair, and then
Yeah.
Andrade was like, "No,
No.
you will get
No, no,
disqualified."
no, 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 tranquilo. But then no, but you'll get disqualified. But then they use the wires to choke Phoenix, and that was
No,
fine.
because like
So
the unspoken rule of like professional wrestling is that you can use anything that's already around you, but if you pick something up from somewhere else,
yeah, but okay,
there's a
yeah. There's
certain
no
degree.
point. There's no point. There's no point to argue it. What else? The mask got tied again because I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
no,
that's the second time.
yeah,
At which point I think
it felt less special.
genuinely Penta consider a new mask type. You can have the
Yeah,
same design and everything, just consider a different mask type, so this can't
or
happen.
or hear me out. Alex brings scissors.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Alex was Alex did nothing. Like they didn't like remember.
Wait,
I think
didn't he get taken out by Jose?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I because did it when his brawl with Jose, I didn't know if that happened yesterday
Yeah.
or like
No,
5 months ago when they were
to,
feuding with Andrade and Cody.
to be fair, he had a backup plan. He had a backup mask with him, which was kind of smart. I like the spot.
Yeah, but then did Penta come back into the match in any meaningful way?
No, because to
Like
be fair, like he was down by the time the mask came out, so like he couldn't reach for it, and like
yeah,
Andrade
but
threw it into the crowd. Bi-
oh,
biggest,
biggest
second
heel.
biggest heel is the fan who didn't throw it back.
Like the Andrade was really healing it up because I'm pretty sure he also countered the Eddie Frog splash.
Ah, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah. He
you
was the one
don't
who put
count
his knees up.
you don't counter Eddie offense.
Yeah.
Like
M- m-
only the healers of heels counter Eddie offense.
By the way, criticisms on AEW fans. You guys can throw back a weight belt into the ring, but you guys can't throw back a lucha mask. What the
No,
hell
to be
is
fair,
wrong?
okay, to be fair, Lucha Mask might have more air resistance. They may have tried and
They
it
may
just
have
landed in the
tried.
front row.
I
They may have
mean,
tried because if it's a weight belt, then at least you know it's flying through the air because it has like because it's heavy enough to not get bogged down by the air. So
they
you
could
know
have been
maybe
smart enough and like passed it in front of the crowd.
like in defense of Milwaukee, in defense of Minneapolis.
They weren't in Milwaukee. They were in Minnesota.
Oh wait wait, where's Milwaukee? It's in Wisconsin. Oh, allow it. I'm not American. Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
Whatever. I didn't know
J-
Milwaukee was farther west than it actually
Just
is.
make sure you never go there because they're gonna kill you for that comment.
No, no, I'm sure that I'm sure our captive audience of thousands from Milwaukee will be very angry at you.
So up next we had no wait, finish was yeah, the second mask got thrown into the crowd.
Yeah,
I think Andrade hit the DDT
yeah. He hit the El Idolo, as it is
yeah
called. But no one
on
ever calls it that
on
on
Penta.
Phoenix.
I
No,
don't know.
what?
He hit it on Phoenix.
I'm
Who
pretty
got
sure he
hit?
fit.
Who got hit with the bullhorn?
Okay, okay. I think wasn't it the same person? Okay, see, yeah, like that speaks to the match.
No,
We
cause
don't
he
even remember who got
no,
finished.
cause he uh Penta also got taken out before they pinned Phoenix. I'm
Okay,
pretty I'm pretty sure
so
he hit the DDT first on Penta and then bullhorn.
but then didn't the DDT finish it? Not the horns.
I don't
Uh,
really
I don't,
remember.
because I remember the finish was like pretty central in the ring, like laterally. If the horns finished it, they had to roll him a very long way.
No, because like bullhorn is like in the corner,
Yeah, but he was in the near left corner.
but
And
may
then the
double.
finish was in the far center. So they had to roll him very far if that was what finished it.
Ah, no, they hit both of them on Phoenix.
Oh, yeah. Phoenix just ate a
Okay,
colossal amount of crap.
yeah. I don't know what they hit on Penta to like take him out, but basically Phoenix took both finishers.
I think that the Lucha Bros are now taking the best friends place as a tag team that desperately needs to get out of feuds they can't win.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because they were with the House of Black, they were never winning that, and then they went into like LFI, they weren't winning that as well. So
They need to
like
find something. Like,
yeah, and who do they have? They have Will Ospreay and Aussie Open. Uh
and
oh,
then they're making it through. I think.
they are.
I
Oh
think.
okay. Oh,
I
because they
don't.
want to run back the Lucha Bros with the Bucks because
Yeah, yeah.
because they're debuting Dragon Lee to lose to Kenny. uh,
I don't. I don't think
uh,
like. Oh, would they have the Will Osprey Kenny Omega confrontation
See,
during the
I think they
trios?
might. Like they can't. because I'm pretty sure that if they're coming to the United States, it's expedient for them to stay there a while.
Fair enough.
So
Okay.
I think I think Aussie Open might be going might be going over, and then at that point, like they can send Pac back around the world to defend the All Atlantic title again,
Yeah.
and,
I think
and
we're
then
gonna
the Lucha
need
Bros can find someone to beat.
a refresh on the Lucha Bros. Maybe a heel turn, maybe some new
Yeah,
storyline.
I didn't even like. I remember reading something that they apparently were originally heels.
Yeah, they were.
How? How can you how can
I,
you
I didn't
how can
follow
you
it
be a
too
heel with a
closely.
mask?
I
I,
know, because
I,
they were feuding with the Young Bucks back then.
oh, and the Young Bucks were faced. Like
Yeah.
they were faced for like 2 years somehow.
Yeah.
So okay,
So
good luck to the Lucha Bros.
after that, we had sort of reunion promo. I think.
But
I think
also
that's what I
a
would call it.
non-reunion promo.
I mean, to
Are
be
you?
fair, they made up like in the most realistic way. Like Hangman didn't like just accept them like, oh, I'm gonna
Yeah,
join you guys,
yeah,
because like uh the Young Bucks tried to apologize. They're like, oh, we're sorry, we weren't there for you. Like
yeah.
we
And it's
didn't
like
tell you, we didn't
and they're like,
congratulate you and stuff.
I accept your apology,
Yeah,
but also there are some people here who never need to apologize.
yeah.
So
Like it
you know
made
what?
sense.
Yeah. So
Like as
they're obviously not they're not gonna pull the trigger on them being back together yet. I
yeah,
feel like it might happen still. It
as
might
much
still happen.
as it would have been fun to like have Hangman in the trios tournament, I think this was the right move.
Yeah.
I don't know where
And
he's going though, like what he's going to be doing.
I feel like he's gonna stay in and around the elite picture because if he hangs around the Dark Order, he's gonna keep appearing on BTE.
Yeah.
So it's probably gonna be that. I'm not sure which configuration of the Dark Order it's gonna be. I'm not sure what trio works because the people that you could slot into trios are now, gone.
Yeah. It
Like
might be Silver, Reynolds,
and
and
10, right? It would be 10.
mm, I was thinking Uno. I'm not sure.
I I'm not sure Uno's ever like in a trio. I'm not sure I've ever seen Uno in a trios match without Grayson. But
Fair
then like
enough.
there's now also no more Grayson.
Yeah.
So it would have been easy to like it would have been Uno, 10 and Angels. Like
Oh yeah,
quite
that would have
easily.
been
It
fun.
would have been them. I feel like it was them for a couple of times actually,
Yeah.
but like now Angels is elsewhere doing his own thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't wait to see which iteration of them loses to the Trustbusters.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, is it the Trustbusters or the House of Black?
Uh Wait, let me check.
I'm pretty sure it's the I'm pretty sure it's the Trustbusters.
Uh Bracket announcement.
No.
We have
Okay. I think it's the House of Black.
no, it's the House of Black.
Yeah. So they're unfinished with Fuego. It might be Fuego. What if it's Fuego? What do we do?
Oh no,
Oh, put a belt on Fuego. Come on. He already lost his car a year ago.
big if.
Yeah.
So after this, we had Luchasaurus versus Anthony Henry with
Like, oh man,
Jungle
Anthony.
Boy. Jungle Boy was sort of on commentary for like
Yeah,
a few minutes.
like remember Hangman on commentary, like
He was
when the CM
better.
Punk. Yeah, he was a better, but just about.
No, but to be fair, he didn't have time.
Yeah, like he
What
like
what was
ca-
what was he
poor
going to
Anthony Henry,
say?
poor Anthony Henry, man, because we know he's good.
Yeah.
Like they sell that this guy is like pretty big on the indies, and him and JD Drake are like champions in multiple promotions. So and he's 0-5 this year.
Oh no.
Oh man. Oh no. In singles, I'm not sure he's won a tag match either.
I
Oh
mean,
no.
to be fair, if you're being fed to guys like Luchasaurus,
Yeah. Like and apparently his finisher is called the fossilizer. That is
Yeah.
absolutely perfect. That is brilliant.
Okay, so they could have done the naming a bit more better. Like,
Yeah.
Jungle Boy is like, oh yeah, that's the fossilizer. Like, wait, which one? That?
uh, I guess
'Cause-
I guess if you're a big guy, if you slam a guy from like your head height, it's pretty brutal. Like
yeah,
that's why the
no,
jokes don't work so well.
the move is okay. The announcement of the name was because
Oh yeah, they think that's the
I,
fossil. Oh, he's been covered. Okay,
I think I wasn't looking at the screen while this was happening because like I was expecting for it to go like
a bit
I think
longer
one more
because it's
minute.
Anthony Henry.
No, no,
Because
no,
it's
just like,
Anthony Henry.
I was thinking, okay, this probably has like a few more seconds more. Let me just like look around because like I heard something in my room, and then I hear Jungle Boy go, "Oh, that's the fossilizer," and then I
And
look
like,
back,
what was the
and then
fossilizer?
Anthony Henry's on the floor. Luchasaurus has his hand up, and I'm like, is he about to do it, or did he already do it?
What if the fossilizer was just him pressing his hand? What if it's a submission hold? He just presses you really hard into the ground. That's
No,
how muscles are made. You get pressed into the ground.
it's just a move that happens when no one's looking.
Why? Does anyone have video of the dinosaur extinction? Exactly.
Exactly.
It happened when no one was looking.
So, so anyway,
By
oh
the way, for almost an entire year, my favorite theme song in AEW was Nyla Rose. Now it's comfortably Luchasaurus. It is terrifying, and I love it.
yeah,
It is the best.
thankfully they kept it.
Yeah, like I thought they were just gonna go back to the joy. Like you can't do that anymore. Like you've already given him this epic
No,
music. You can't go back to joy.
okay, so speaking of Luchasaurus, there's like something interesting going on with him. Uh, so Christian came into the Jumbotron
Yeah.
taunting. He was taunting Jungle Boy. No, Christian was calling out Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy finds him. Good job on the security guys, like catching him in midair.
Yeah, but he almost like flipped over because
No,
they
no,
only
but
caught
like
his leg.
they kept him safe and they made it
Yeah,
look good.
like
They,
just
they,
about. Yeah.
the security actually did their job. It's not like, oh, he got to Christian and then they pulled him off. Where were you?
Like they were ready for it, but then I
Yeah.
guess like they were also ready for him. They were also ready for him previously because like last week, like Jungle Boy tried to run him over, and
Yeah,
then
fair
like
enough.
security stopped the car themselves. like, did Wardlow just get rid of the poor ones? did Wardlow get rid of the ones who didn't know how to do their job?
Wardlow just like made AEW reconsider their security plan.
Yeah, they hired a new firm,
Yeah,
and it's been good ever since.
yeah. And then Luchasaurus comes in and then just destroys everyone.
Yeah,
And
he
then hits
he
Pat Buck
yeah, like
with
that.
a
I think
headbutt.
wasn't that Pat Buck's first TV appearance?
I don't know. I think he's been on TV previously for like
I
short.
remember I remember seeing his announcement, but I don't remember seeing him until like from then until the point where he got headbutted by the horns.
I'm not
So
sure. And then Jungle Boy is like looking at him and he's like not sure what to make of Luchasaurus being super violent. I
yeah,
don't know if he's actually turned fully face.
like what if? Hmm.
Can he still turn heel?
Okay, but the thing is, if if he turns heel, he has to turn heel while the Christian thing is still going on.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
like you can't run a solo feud with Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus because what would Luchasaurus say?
yeah. Because
What
he still has the black mask. He still has the theme.
yeah, and he's
So
still brutalizing people with he's still fossilizing people
yeah, and he's like
apparently.
he's more violent than normal Luchasaurus.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where this is going. Hopefully, it leads to Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus feud.
Can you imagine what would that even look like?
That would be great.
It's been so long. Like imagine Cash versus Dax, but like a bit less technical excellence, but
Bit more violent.
yeah, a bit more angry, and
Yeah,
a bit less Bret Hart, I think.
yeah. So up next we had Miro promo.
Oh,
We,
oh.
I love this promo. I can't wait for him to be back. They,
Is he injured again? He hasn't been injured again, right? They're just keeping him
no,
off until
I
like the
think
thing
yeah,
happens.
yeah. 'Cause, like, okay, so he was talking about the gift he received. No, because they're also playing up the mist. Because like you don't just come back from the mist.
Yeah.
So he received a gift from the House of Black, and then Julia Hart's there, telling him to like give in, and he's like, "No, you're not my wife. Back off."
You're not my wife. Also, you're 19. Stay
And
away.
then so basically he's like, he'll. I got scared when he said, your, I'll take your gift," and then he's like, "But and then I'll use it to destroy you," and I'm like, "Oh, yes,
Oh my god.
he's going."
Is he going to solo the house? Because he's probably the only person I can believe who could solo the house.
Oh, I mean, he could like run through everyone on
Yeah.
his way to Malachi.
Including Julia. Oh no.
Oh no,
Oh no no.
shortest.
He puts Julia in the game over and she just snaps in half.
No,
No. Oh no. Like he does the big super kick he does, and then like Julia's head flies into the rafters.
no.
Oh no. Like, remember when Brian Danielson was running through the Dark Order, and then there's only one person member of the Dark Order from Georgia, and that is Anna J.
No.
Oh.
So anyway, I didn't think I'd find this much enjoyment from religious undertones in my wrestling feuds.
Yeah, but like
But
it was a low bar to clear, but then he basically like base jumped over the bar.
the only way they could mess this up, if they get Spotlight God to come back.
No, no, they can't be doing this.
No,
Like God is already currently booked. He is in the bloodline. Don't forget.
Spotlight God is all elite.
God is all elite. Tony Khan spent a lot of money for this contract.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure this is the value that our show brings, that not any other wrestling show brings. We just like reel off the dumbest ideas that you could ever use.
We're gonna lobby for separation of church and entertainment.
The JAS finds itself in court against God.
It's gonna be real tough though. People love Veggie Tales, so.
Isn't the Glub Glub Gab Galab a Christian parable as
Oh
well?
yeah, it is.
Oh no! Oh no!
Anyway, before we go down this rabbit hole,
The Glub Glub Gab Galab is all elite.
let's move on.
Let's move on to
Or
the factory taking an L for like the 8th week in a row.
no, not yet. There's two more segments before they take their L. There's the backstage interview where they basically sales pitch themselves to Hobbs.
Yeah. And Hobbs says, "Don't touch me."
No, Hobbs is like, "Don't make your problem be my problem." And like, man, yep, you haven't been watching The Factory long enough.
Remember when
don't.
remember when Anthony Ogogo was something?
Yeah,
I think like all right, but I guess he hasn't been tested much. He's been on Elevation a lot though.
yeah.
So
I mean, they're pretty young. I'm like not too down on them.
what do you
Hopefully,
think? What do you think Cole Carter thinks?
I mean, I'm fine. I'm fine with Cole Carter being there.
No, but
Like,
what do you think he thinks? Like his first business with the factory is getting rejected by every member of Team Test.
I mean, to be fair, at least he's not storyline dead.
Yeah, yeah. Like they actually canonically revived him.
They found him underwater and then
Yeah,
just like took him.
yeah. Like he was, the factory were off screen. Like there was QT in his bowling shirt.
And then, so technically, in the whole connected wrestling universe, Tony D'Angelo tried to drown one of his men, and then he
He,
was just picked up by Tony Khan,
yeah.
and
No,
then given an
he was he was. I don't think Tony Khan isn't canon. He was picked up by QT Marshall.
oh no, Tony Khan's I don't know, but like in canon, he's just a guy in the back.
I like to imagine that the way it happened was that Camarata was doing some late night fishing, and then he has a particularly strong tug on his line, and then he pulls it up, and it's like some New Yorker, like who's
And,
this? And then like they've been rejected by like the last
no,
10 people. So like QT says the only chance that we have of someone actually joining us
no,
is
no,
if we
no.
have them
And
sign
then
their name while they're unconscious.
and then that and then man named previously Danny two times is like deprived of so much oxygen he forgets who he was,
Yeah,
and
and
then he
now
just
he
gets
gets called
named Cole
Carter with a
Carter.
K. Carter with a K. Ah, this is the best show on the internet. You will not find this anywhere else.
This is so weird. Like we need NXT Forbidden Door just so we can get an explanation to this. Like
NXT,
Tony D'Angelo just like looks at Cole Carter is like, Mamma mia.
NXT Forbidden Door Keith Lee versus Bearcat.
Oh no.
No.
They get an actual bear cap.
There's a lot of them in the Philippines. Maybe that's their first touring show. They have Keith Lee and Gorilla Press a Bearcat.
I
No.
mean, he would probably like tame that thing instead of like
Yeah.
beating it up.
He would probably say something like, "Oh, gratuitous," and then he would take it home with him. Oh man.
He will charm it with his wonderful voice.
Yes.
Anyway, we have. I don't know what their name is. Like, what is their faction name? Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and Satnam
They're
Singh.
called the Indian market. I'm pretty sure this one.
No, no, Jay Lethal isn't even Indian.
But the rest of the other two are.
Yeah, no, because like, it doesn't make sense. Like this group, like okay, only two of them are Indian. Only two of them are bald, and like those two aren't the same people.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I don't know what they need a name because like I can't type this out every time.
Like Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt,
But
and Satnam Singh.
but I'm slowly loving Sanjay Dutt. Like I already love Jay Lethal. I'm slowly loving Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh even more. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
like Satnam has beautiful ring gear.
yeah,
Like they have singlets with like 4 foot straps somehow.
no, because I think people were down on Satnam Singh when he debuted, and they were like
Yeah,
comparing
because the
him.
debut was bad. You know, the debut was
Yeah,
bad, but he's
it was
fine.
meh, and like people were comparing him to Great Khali, and we're like, okay. The thing is, like, Great Khali was pushed to the moon when he got here.
Yeah,
Satnam Singh
the
is,
thing is, he might actually be as bad as the Great Khali, but they are
but he's not
protecting
being
him.
pushed. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
they are protecting him.
Satnam Singh is slotted as the bodyguard of the main guy. He's not the main guy. So like I don't have a huge problem with this.
He will
Like
not
he's
have a
there.
singles match in like the next year,
Yeah.
and that will be exactly the right move.
He's there. He's probably training on the side. Good for him. And like
Yes.
they're casting him based on how he is right now. Like I don't
Yeah.
like would I like to see Satnam Singh in a singles match? Maybe if it leads to whoever he's fighting
Yeah.
getting to Jay Lethal. I
Yeah.
don't
Like
need Satnam Singh world championship aspirations anytime
no.
soon.
And
And we're not
imagine
getting
that
that, which is fine.
CM Punk unifies the world title at All Out, and the first few DLs is with Satnam Singh.
I,
Christ, how can he get him over the GTS?
like I'm fine with him like the storyline right now being that he embarrassed Wardlow by like putting him through a table. Like that's fine because like maybe Wardlow will get him on one
Yeah,
before Jay
maybe.
Lethal and then just like beat him off. Like when he
Y-
gets him up for that power bomb, it's still going to be great because like
It's
he's
going to be
huge.
incredible if he gets the
Yeah.
power bomb.
You don't
Oh my god.
like the thing with like gigantic men is like you don't really need to push them that much. But like the moment they get carried up for a move, people are going to love it regardless.
They have not carried him up once, right? They
Yeah,
have
yeah,
not. Like Wardlow had him like ready for the power bomb, but he never got it.
yeah. Like even if like he isn't in the main event picture, but like when Wardlow picks him up for that power bomb, it's still going to look impressive.
You know, to be even more impressive if Wardlow picks up for the power bomb and Satnam reverses it into a Rana,
Oh no.
and turns
I
out
don't
he's been training to be a
I,
luchador.
I don't think he could do that without breaking his neck because like he's too long.
He- he's too
He'd have
big.
to he'd have to like fold himself.
He's as tall as Wardlow on his knees.
Yeah. So anyway, like, Sanjay Dutt, best hype man ever. I love this man.
Yeah, with him and his pencil.
Yeah, I don't know what he was looking for under because like okay, so Wardlow comes out with FTR.
Yeah.
They get face to face with the three of them. I don't know what he was looking for under the
I
ring.
I guess he was trying to equalize, but then like how? They have belts. They all have belts.
I guess like he could be looking no, because like he's the only one who isn't like technically a wrestler anymore. So maybe he was
So
looking for a
he
weapon.
did wrestle a little bit.
No, but like technically
Did he?
he's the only one who is not full time anymore.
I don't even remember if he wrestled. I think he just took a few bumps.
Yeah. So I think he was looking for a weapon. It was a bit pet peeve, like a bit distracting, not really that much. Because like, he also looked at the other side, so it
Yeah,
felt like he was
like
missing something.
maybe he was looking for the table that Brody King broke.
Oh yeah, I think Taz mentioned that maybe they were looking for the other table.
He found the fixed table. He was gonna bring it to Brody.
So yeah,
It looks like
before
this is gonna happen.
yeah,
Like cool. Like all right.
uh, is it going to be a trios? I don't know,
I think they're
but
gonna
like
build up to the power bomb on Satnam by first doing a big rig on Satnam.
oh, big rig on Satnam.
That's hot.
That would be
And like
cool.
yeah, and like the best thing is it requires so little setup. It requires so little setup because he's so tall that Dax doesn't have to be very far away from Cash at all.
No, they modify the big rig that instead of doing a flapjack into a lung blower, like
So
Cash
it's a
just do
flapjack
no,
into a code breaker.
they just do a drop toe hold into the code breaker. Because like I'm pretty sure like Satnam's upper body would still be high enough that it looks like he was thrown up into the air.
Do you think you could do a top rope side headlock takeover on Satnam?
No, there's like a lot
His
of
head
things.
is all the way up there.
Like there's a lot of things he can't safely take because like he's just so long.
And there's also a lot of things that he can't take at all, like a super kick. How?
Yeah. No, I mean
How?
to the knees and then to the head.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
He's really huge. So up next we had the obligatory Factory L,
Yeah.
Aaron Solo.
Yeah. Well, first of all, Aaron Solo on TV. I'm pretty sure that's the first time this year. So yeah,
Yeah,
good job, Aaron. Good job. You did it.
congrats.
Yeah,
I mean
but
to be fair,
he
it made
he
sense.
did he got more offense than Anthony Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Uh
they showed the package that they actually tag team before.
yeah. I mean they've
So
mentioned it before, but like this was a full on package.
yeah, like
I don't remember like specific spots, but like it was pretty short. Starks
yeah,
hit this. He went for the Rochambeau. I don't remember why he couldn't. Why when he pulled it off? Was it countered?
I think it was either countered or someone ran interference somehow.
I know because
I,
like Camaroto came in after. I think it was countered by Solo,
yeah.
and then Starks got the spear anyway. I like how
Like
they.
like I think Solo missed a corkscrew kick Like,
I no, he
yeah,
went for a corkscrew kick, and
as
then
Starks was running off the ropes,
yeah, and like
and then he
Starks
missed,
ducked it,
and then
and then
on when he was
he
coming back, he got a spear.
yeah, that was nice. That was
Beautiful.
nice
That was really good.
because like it was an technically inadvertent evasion on Stark's part, but he was also setting up for his finish.
Yeah, like he didn't like what he didn't realize that. Oh, I am running back and forth. But like,
Huh.
okay, I realize I've created an advantageous situation. He
Yeah,
is dead. Solo is gone
and then Kamaroto came in.
and got
Uh,
spine busted.
yeah, he got spine
Jesus.
busted. He also went for the Rochambeau spine busted,
Yeah,
and then
yeah. Like
I
you could tell that like it was really helped by like Stark's tech. Like
yeah
he did the proper knee and everything.
yeah,
Beautiful.
and then okay, this is like smart baby face things here by Starks because like people like the rest of the factory members got into the ring, and then he just left
Yeah, he
because
just walked away.
like you don't need to be there.
You don't need to say, come on, I'll take you all on. Why would you do
Like
that? You don't
th-
have to do that. No
this is
one's going to save
something
you.
this is something like I appreciated more after like listening to Brian and Vinny's like recollection of the Monday Night Wars because like they talk about how why Steve Austin was such a great babyface. Like of course yes there was the whole uh being crass part of the era, but like they made a good point where like one of the biggest reasons why people liked Austin because like in character he wasn't stupid.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
he would take you on one, and then when a brawl started out, he would leave because he doesn't need to be there. Like, yes, it's
There is very little gain to be had
yeah.
anyway.
Like, okay, on paper it sounds brave to like face down two or more people on your own, but like when you get beat up and then you were the one who asked for it. In hindsight, it sounds kind of stupid.
Uh,
So also, Starks did a smart thing. Like, okay, he finished his match. He took out the guy who took him out by
yeah,
surprise,
and
which
at
was
that point
Kamaroto.
it was still one on one. It
Yeah,
was still one. Yeah,
and then he
and
took
then
out
when
Solo again. And
yeah
then by the time Cole
he dipped.
Carter was in there, he didn't need to be there anymore, so he just
Yeah,
left.
good.
Yeah,
Exactly.
smart.
I'm not even sure where they could do with this feud because Starks has no friends. I'm not even sure where
Eh,
they could go. I'm not even sure it's gonna keep happening.
I think,
This could pass as a conclusive ending. To be
yeah.
fair.
He'll probably just like have some singles matches to build up to Hobbs, and Hobbs is
Yeah,
just gonna have some squash matches.
yeah. It interests me actually because Brian Cage is back in the Tony Khan universe,
Oh,
so they might
oh,
be able to do. I'm not sure like Brian Cage would have any reason to care about them,
I
but
don't think so.
if they wanted to, he is there.
Because he
He is there.
technically he'd probably be mad at both Hobbs and Starks.
Yeah.
I
That
don't
would be
think he'd pick one.
that would be a mad triple threat though, and also one that Starks will clearly win.
Yeah. So up next we had Jade Cargill versus Madison Rain. I haven't seen like a lot of Madison Rain's previous work in what was previously known as TNA Impact. Like she was pretty okay here.
Yeah, she looked a lot better than she did against Layla Gray
Yeah.
on Rampage. Like she got to be more of a babyface, at least.
Yeah, and they like okay, so I think this has been the theme for most of Jade Gargle's matches, but like they really highlighted here where it was veteran wrestler versus talented rookie. Because
Yeah,
like Madison Rain was countering a lot of stuff from
yeah,
Jade Cargill. Also, I love the interference spot, which didn't work. Because like, if I remember correctly, Madison Rain used to be part of a faction in TNA, and like of course, she'd understand how this would work. Like, someone's on the ring, your opponent's down, but not for long. So she was just there, and like she was kind of off to the side, and then Jade Cargill rushes in with a big boot and hits Kira Hogan.
Yeah.
It's because she knows what's gonna happen. She's done this before.
Uh, I mean, another like one my favorite part of the match, I guess, was exactly that dynamic, like experienced veteran versus talented rookie, and like it looked like so no, she had the like Madison had the guillotine choke, and it looked like Jade was like just gonna overpower her by like doing a back body drop,
I
but then Madison Rain just swung back around and did the biggest spike DDT I've ever seen on
oh
someone as tall as
yeah.
Jade Cargill. Like what a massive spike! Like I'm pretty sure Jade went vertical as well, which is beautiful, perfect.
Like someone as tall as Jade, like doing a spike cell. Great.
Yeah.
Like,
There was I think Madison had the early shine, and then it got cut off by a Jade spear from off camera.
oh no,
Beautiful.
yeah, that was so weird. Like I didn't know what happened. Like it no, the spear was like in shot, but like Jade had so little build up to it. Like I think she just pushed off one leg, but it still looked
It was a
so great.
standing spear. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
no, because like, I think she was on the ground, and then she just pushed up, and then with her one leg pushed forward into the
Oh my
spear.
god.
I need to
She picked up
rewatch.
a
I
standing
need to
spear.
rewatch if it was like one legged, but like I'm pretty sure like the run up was super short.
Yeah, because it's the only way you can explain. Like, there's no way she was running the ropes off camera.
Yeah, yeah. I remember seeing it like she wasn't running when she was building up to it, but like both the cell on Rain's part and like Jade's movement during that spear was great. And
Yeah,
then finish was of course
cross range
yeah,
counter.
uh Cross Reigns turned into Jaded, but
Yeah,
Madison Reigns still I think it was did Jade Cargill get her up for the Jaded first
yeah,
and
she
then
got
get
her up
countered
first. Yeah, and then got
countered
countered, and
into
then something.
Cross
I'm not sure
Reigns.
it was the cross range,
Yeah.
but then like she got countered
Jade
back.
yeah, basically Jade Cargill just overpowered her at that point.
Yeah,
Because like she was still
and
resisting like by the time she got hit with the final Jaded.
yeah, and I guess it's the dynamic of most of the matches. They throw experienced people at Jade,
Uh,
and
and
she
like
just
Jade is just that strong.
like you've never seen like legs this long before. You can kick you from anywhere,
Yeah.
or someone who can do a standing spear,
Yeah.
or,
Like,
or someone who has a
the,
signature offense called the literal crossover.
my second favorite pump kick next to Sheamus.
Yeah,
Like, I think they have like different selling points for the pump kick. Like Sheamus's legs aren't too long, but they're like huge as hell.
yeah,
So like
they're like trees.
yeah, like I think it's what it feels like when a door gets hit with a battering ram by a
Yeah,
SWAT team.
yeah.
But like Jade's
Um,
is like long and like muscly enough where like that feels like a long range attack.
it feels like a heat-seeking missile.
Yeah.
There was also a point where like Jade was doing push-ups in the ring, and then like JR was the best version of JR, in which like he just I like JR when he doesn't try to call the action anymore. He just realizes that he's an old guy, and then he just comes in with how many push-ups can you do? One, and then a hernia. This is what JR needs to be. Like he's not who he used to be, but who he
Yeah.
still can be is incredible. Like
He should be like
leave Excalibur to do play by play, leave Taz to do most of the technical color, and leave JR to be the old man who yelling at crowds, and
yeah, like
leave Tony backstage,
we we
please.
we can we can both acknowledge that he was the greatest commentator we've had, and also now
Yeah,
he's pretty
he's
old.
not who he used to be.
Yeah.
He's it just ain't it anymore.
Speaking of commentary, like I feel like I need to see a dark episode where it's still Taz and Excalibur and they just have Tony in there. and then they just slowly indoctrinate them into this into their attitude during Dark. Like Tony
I
is just
don't.
like I need to see Tony bouncing off Taz and Excalibur during Dark.
I think what you would get with that is Tony on AEW Unrestricted. I'm pretty sure that's the
Yeah,
final product.
we need him on commentary.
What if we have like unrestricted and dark switch people for a while? Like I because I feel like
Aubrey Edwards and Tony Schiavone on commentary.
Aubrey commentating on herself in the ring.
No,
That would be
she's just critiquing the refs like, I would have counted better.
yeah. It's like that's one thing that she has in common with Taz. She thinks Mike Posey is really sketchy and goes through people's bags backstage.
So up next we had
Wait,
Thunder's.
before that, I think we skipped over the Gun Club promo
Oh yeah.
backstage, which was
I
I guess
forgot where that was because
notable. It was notable for two things. One, Billy Gunn is really mad
no,
at the boys.
and he also misses the acclaim.
Yeah, and he also misses the acclaimed, and also he got called Grandpa Ass by Danhausen. And this is to set up a match on Rampage, and we will see who
Wait,
it is with later on.
didn't we also have like Stokely Hathaway trying to recruit the boys?
Yeah, like he had them. They were on first. Like
Yeah,
Stokely came to them first, and then like Billy was like, "No, get away from me,"
yeah.
and then Danhausen came in. So
I was very confused because he was talking about big bearded man, and I'm like, I don't think we have any of those left right now on the
yeah,
roster. What are you
and then we
talking
found
about?
out who it was.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was still around, but then I guess he takes indie bookings and sometimes appears on TV.
yeah, that's fun.
So
I
yeah, and
think
then
we also have the JAS interview somewhere here. I I couldn't make uh I couldn't make a banner for it because like I forgot where it was supposed to be.
yeah, it was. I think it was a lot earlier in the show actually.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about it here before the main event. 'Cause, like, so
Yeah,
basically, they're talking about they're having a party already set up. They have
yeah.
bubbly, and
They,
I
they
think it
are
was
clearly not inviting Shivani.
yeah. I
Very
think Matt
clearly.
Menard was the one who was like super excited about hors d'oeuvres and amuse bouche and fondue.
Yeah, they have fondue. They got fondue.
And then
Uh,
Daddy Magic has his red jacket.
yeah, that Daniel Garcia is just being very good,
Yeah,
like at
he's
everything right now.
he's the Dragon Slayer now apparently,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Anna J is
And
just
Anna Jay
there
is a
to
danger
choke.
to public safety.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anyone who
She,
does not agree is dead.
with anyone who does not agree with whatever they are saying at the moment, he's just choking out
No,
everyone.
it's just anyone that disagrees with Anna J's general sentiment at the moment. Because like,
Disagrees
what
with
if
her
she
vibe.
what if she disagrees with a jazz statement? Anyone who agrees is then going to get choked out.
Yeah. Does she serve Jasmine? Does she serve herself?
Yes,
We don't know.
I,
Yes.
I like this character change for Anna J because like she still needs to like practice talking for
Yeah.
promos, but like
I guess
this
this
is
is simple enough to start with. This is
this
simple
is
enough to
pretty
start.
fun to like mask.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I need to pick up a charger. My laptop's about to die.
Alright.
I'll be back in a bit.
Okay. Okay. While we're away, um well, at this junction in the show, I would like to tell the audience about a match that I watched yesterday. And it's okay, it's part of the program because it featured two people who were on the show this week, and it's Daniel Garcia and Wheeler Yuta going 1 hour last year. Yeah, I was just mentioning it that the match has now been uploaded to YouTube. So if you want to look for it, it's on the IWTV channel.
Which
Daniel
one? Ah,
Garcia
the
versus Wheeler
Daniel
Yuta.
Garcia versus me.
Yeah, one fall to the finish. It goes an hour. It's beautiful. It's perfect. So yeah, go as I mentioned Garcia. And there was one more segment that we missed actually, which was the Thrustbusters backstage with the best friends who will meet each other in round one. of the trios tournament.
Yeah.
Um, so they they for some reason I forgot who it was. I think it was either Slim J or oh no, it was Lexi Nair, or I forgot. It wasn't an interviewer, but one of the wrestlers brought a microphone backstage. Why? Why?
Okay.
You don't need to do this.
Which is this? Which is this?
It was. I think it was one of the Trustbusters who brought a microphone backstage.
Oh no, is this the best friends segment?
Yeah, the best
Yeah.
friends and Trustbusters. Like
Yep.
one of them brought a mic backstage. Like
I think it
why?
was Ari.
Okay, if it's Ari, then it's because he has the money to do it.
It
So
has
it's
to be
okay.
Ari. Like he was the one who was talking for the most
Yeah,
part there.
yeah. These
And
guys
then
look like this is our first chance talking about the Trustbusters, and they look pretty all right
w- w-
actually.
what do they call man previously called Harlan from NXT?
Parker Boudreaux.
Oh, they're using his actual name.
Yeah, they're called like a man so huge has a very French sounding name.
Yeah.
And um on the Death Before Dishonor pre-show, they already sold Slim J as the guy who does weird offense. So this is a good I like these guys.
Yeah.
Like they look pretty good. They are getting
And
Omega pushed. They've only been in AEW for like a month and they're already like on Rampage. So like
I I don't know if they're okay. So now I'm not sure if they're making it past the first round. 'Cause, like,
yeah, the best friends need a win, bro. Like
yeah, and I don't think because like we're predicting House of Black goes over Dark Order. I don't think Trustbusters versus House of Black would. No, it would work, but like they're both heels, and I don't think they're turning Trustbusters into faces anytime soon.
I think it might be worth it just to see Harlan versus no, not Harlan, Boudreaux versus Brody.
Oh, that would be
Like,
cool.
that would be cool as hell, bro. I think Slim J and Buddy could put on a really inventive like little segment. But the thing is, with it got announced for Rampage like quickly after this, but they like we saw that Parker Boudreaux was having a match on Rampage with Sunny Kiss. First of all,
Mhm.
welcome back to TV, Sunny Kiss. It's been way too long.
Yeah,
It's literally been over a year. But on Dark, like Sunny Kiss teamed with Zach Clayton and some other jobber. I forgot. I
ah,
only know
yeah,
Zach
yeah.
Clayton's name because he got a
And
win.
I saw that, and then I mean, Sunny Kiss basically turned their
Like
back
did
on their
nothing.
partners.
Like
Yeah,
did nothing. And it looks like they might either be interested in joining the Trustbusters or it is Sunny Kiss that ends up costing the Trustbusters somehow.
I
And
don't.
the first one
Mm,
is infinitely more interesting
yeah,
than the latter one.
yeah, yeah.
So I would very much like to see, heel Sunny Kiss.
That
I
would be
can't
good.
imagine what it looks like, but I'm pretty sure they would still be just as athletic as they normally are. And I'm just happy to see Sunny Kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So up next we had. I think we're going on to the main event now.
Now, we had the Thunderstorm backstage interview, which is basically setting up
Wait,
Tony Storm versus
I don't
Thunder
know.
Rose.
Yeah,
We
here.
haven't mentioned it. Yeah, it's on the
So
screen right now.
basically, Chris Statlander is actually injured, and
Sad,
Tony
very
Storm is
sad.
Tony Storm is now undisputed number one contender. I think they
Yeah,
were like competing for each other, and who's like number one contender.
yeah, and like that would have been a match I would have loved to see,
Hmm.
but yeah, unfortunately, Stat is out, and now I'm not sure when we're getting Tony Storm. I'm actually not sure what Thunder Rosa's doing next. She had a hard hitting defense against Jamie Hayter that she barely got
Yeah,
out of. Like,
that was pretty sad for me.
yeah, like they were never gonna pull the trigger, but then like
No,
who's
but
next?
imagine like Jamie Hayter championship, and then Britt Baker's like trying to be happy for her.
um, I feel like if Jamie Hayter were to become the champion, she would take it off Britt.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
So
that has to
I
happen.
I don't know where the Thunderstorm storyline is going to go. I
Yeah,
mean, they're gonna have to break up at some point.
yeah. I don't think I'm pretty sure that I might be missing it, but I'm pretty sure the only defense that Thunder Rosa has made that wasn't a roll up was against Miyu,
Yeah, yeah,
against Yamashita on Dynamite, and even then that was just a Fire Thunder driver out of nowhere because Miyu was on top. So
yeah.
like, what are they doing? Like, she's not getting clean. She is getting clean wins, but she's not getting decisive
Dominant ones.
wins.
Yeah,
Yeah, and she isn't being sold either as like this crafty veteran who like knows a way to come out on top. Like,
yeah.
unless they make the connection, like, oh, that's what Dusty Rhodes would do, even if he's getting overpowered. But they're not doing that. So what the hell is going on? I
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure.
I don't know who's going to get the championship after this feud. But I mean, if Rosa wins, hopefully she does it like decisively.
Yeah, she has to because they already ran it at Forbidden Door and she didn't do it decisively there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because like she needs to learn from their previous match, and then
yeah. I'm pretty sure Tony would be pretty pissed
yeah.
if it happened again.
So up last we had main event: John Moxley versus Lionheart Chris Jericho.
Yeah,
They actually
they
got Chris Jericho's old theme.
they got his old footage. They
Yeah,
got it. They
I
got his
don't
stuff.
know how, or maybe those were New Japan footage. I think that was New Japan footage.
It may
'Cause,
have
like,
been.
I was seeing a lot of like Jushin Thunder Liger.
Like,
Like
they
I'm
got a hold of it.
I'm pretty sure if it was like old WCW footage, we'd have seen Dean Malenko in there, probably Ray, Eddie. But like there was a lot of Jushin in that video.
Yeah. This was this was so. I guess if we're gonna start with Jericho, I want to say that this is the best in ring that Jericho has looked in a while. Like, when he's actually forced to, like, I mean, he did do a lot of, like, he did slow it down a lot, but then he slowed it down in a believable manner. And um the things that he didn't look clunky like he
Yeah,
sometimes does.
he didn't look old.
Yeah, he didn't look very old,
Yeah.
but
Like,
like,
he looked
yeah,
old physically, but like in his movements, he didn't feel
yeah.
old. I
J-
mean, he didn't feel like Lionheart Chris Jericho. Like I've seen some of the videos, but like it felt like a good merging of
yeah,
like old and new Chris Jericho. Like
yeah,
he did a top rope hurricane rana
yeah.
at his
Like, and
own.
it was like crazy. And then he tore out Moxley's earring. Oh my god.
I
Oh
hate
my
him for
god.
that.
Oh my.
I hate him.
And
I
then,
don't hate him because like I'm a big John Moxley mark. I hate him for like putting that idea into the world.
and like, just like, and then, like, William Regal was exactly right. By the way,
I mean,
he was
yeah,
exactly right. He's like, I hope Moxley learns not to wear jewelry in the ring. Exactly, 100%. Except for MJF, only he can do that, and it's because
yeah.
it's part
I
of
mean,
his
to
thing.
be fair, like you don't just rip off the ring from his hand and take off his finger.
Yeah, I mean, take off his finger.
I
Like,
hate Chris Jericho so much for like bringing this idea to life.
yeah, like, apparently, like, that their theme, like Moxley and Jericho's theme, is just Moxley wrestling with compromise senses.
Yeah. So there wasn't a lot of like super big spots. This was like a lot of brawling.
Yeah,
There was some like
like, how Moxley bled, like, out of his ears, and then, like, it just, like, moved into the creases of his face and stayed
yeah,
there. Like, it wasn't like all down his face; it was just like in lines across his face.
yeah.
So
They did a bit of like Lionheart fun at the start where like
yeah,
Jericho hit some arm drags. I think at the middle of the match, Jericho did his like signature pin where he just like flexes on you.
yeah, he just does the. I think that was on SmackDown versus Raw 2009.
Yeah.
I think that pin was on
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that's still there. because like he was still technically Lionheart Chris Jericho coming into the WWE.
Yeah,
Uh, like he just steps on Mox, flexes, gets the 1 count,
and
and
what else?
uh,
I have something on here. He no sold the German, like,
oh yeah,
crazy. All right.
no Soldier German. I don't know if like the backbreaker that he pulled out is an old Jericho move. I'm not too familiar with his old moveset. But it
It
looked
looked
pretty
really
cool.
good.
Yeah,
It looked really cool.
yeah,
There was a figure four on the post that always looks brutal,
yeah.
and then the walls of Jericho for 59 years.
Yeah, the entire commercial break was a
Was just
Walls of Jericho spot. Like,
like like Moxley teased getting out of it, and he didn't.
like I I was fine with the spot. I would have loved it more if like they referenced it at the finish. Cause like okay, near the finish, Jericho hits Judas effect and then could not finish it. Like he gets the two, Moxley kicks out. I would have loved if they made a reference that maybe his arms were too tired because he held on for too long. Because like,
Ah,
this is like a UFC thing where like sometimes people immediately go for a guillotine, and technically a guillotine isn't as effective as it is. Like sometimes people just go for it because like it's what's open, and then they waste so much time trying to choke their opponent out that they're actually wearing out their arms.
oh,
Where like the
I
guy
think
in the submission isn't really, he's just basically trying to not pass out.
he's getting like strained, like in the
Yeah,
neck.
'cause, like when you do the walls, like it's not gonna hurt, but it's going to suck for your back if you're doing it for that long and your arms.
Yeah,
Because like holding up legs isn't that easy. It's going to, especially considering like you're fighting against uh um what's the word, resistance on the part of your opponent.
yeah,
Like he held on for, I think the commercial breaks 90 seconds,
yeah. I think
and
it
then
was
he
on for at least 2.5 minutes.
yeah, and then he went for a lion tamer after that. His arms
Later
were
on, like a
tired.
lot later on. But then like he barely got the lion tamer in, and like you
Yeah,
could see as well that like Moxley like spent like another minute on the floor, and then he was running around just fine,
yeah.
which is
I
like to that point. Yeah,
I like to like use that as my head canon because like, on normal circumstances when Jericho hits Judas effect, I think people would like point to the fact that oh he didn't pin him immediately, but no, like we've seen it before. Like he hits Judas effect and like he takes a
he
comical
fa-
amount of time
he falls
before
off
he
the
pins.
Judas effect. Yeah,
Yeah, like
um,
it's always resulted in a win, even
yeah,
if it took some time for the pin.
yeah, because
So
it's meant to be that brutal.
yeah,
And
so
then like Sammy tried to toss him Floyd, I think, and then he
yeah,
missed.
overshot it. Like
Yeah.
the Rock still is. I don't know if you remember
That's
this,
only
but
been done properly once. Yeah,
yeah,
with
I think
Ken.
it was Blackman and the Rock, or was it Ken Shamrock? I know it was Steve Blackman who had like the Arnie's gimmick, but basically like
It was Ken Shamrock, The Rock, and then the Big Boss Man.
ah,
Yeah,
basically threw the stick and like he had
he
to
caught
reach
it, and
back
then
for
like
that
yeah,
one.
yeah, he caught it behind him, and then clocked
Yeah,
Shamrock,
that
tossed it
was
out so the ref wouldn't see and pinned it. That's the only spot that's ever gonna happen like that. Like,
yeah,
don't try it again. No one's
yeah.
ever gonna do it.
So Floyd goes flying out the other side of the ring. Jericho hits Mox, and I think he still had to like throw Mox into the turnbuckle before hitting Judas effect.
Yeah. Um. But
Yeah,
of course, he kicked. I think that at the end of this match, because like Mox got the choke, and like tapping. Of course, as we know, tapping out is the most conclusive finish
yeah.
you could ever have. So like, I'm not sure Jericho can ever believably fight Mox again. He is just conclusively
I mean,
better.
To be fair, he lost twice, so I don't think rubber match is a
Yeah,
necessity here.
not only did he lose twice, but he lost as a different version of himself. And like the Painmaker was already out with
Yeah,
Eddie. So that ain't happening anymore. Like
yeah,
Jericho was pretty done out
yeah.
for the future. But then of course, JAS has nothing if they don't have salt. So they come out, then the rest of the BCC pours out because apparently we're not done with this yet. but 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 I can't believe we were out for so long that we missed the whole BCC JAS feud.
Yeah.
I can't believe we were out for that long. Like like that feud was long, but we were out for longer.
So basically, they were brawling, and then somebody
And
has come back.
yes, somebody has come back, and we were taken back to WrestleMania 28, which was 10 years ago. Oh, huh.
So Punk comes back, helps clear out the ring.
Yeah, he looks like
Interim,
he's running okay. No
yeah,
one said he's been medically cleared,
fair enough.
but
Yeah,
he looks like he's been running okay. He can throw like generic strikes. He
yeah.
has not hit the GTS, but it
He
looks
doesn't
like
have.
he might be back in time for All Out. I don't want to tempt it, but
I
he
mean,
might.
he has to. It's Chicago.
They wouldn't bring him back if they didn't think he could make All Out,
Yeah,
right? They
yeah,
wouldn't do it if they didn't think he could do it.
yeah. It's either he's already cleared or like his timeline's like basically there.
Yeah.
So
Basically, if there's anyone who you could trust to build a feud in 2 weeks, it's Punk and Mox. There's
so
just so much that you could do in 20 minutes with those two.
so now we have interim champion
Yeah,
versus world champion,
the
and now
unification.
all we need is Alberto Del Rio and Kevin Nash, and
Uh,
this
and
feud will be perfect. And
yeah,
Triple H's cell phone.
on the text on the telephone.
Yeah.
Uh, by the way, spare a thought for Eddie Kingston. Everyone he hates is here now.
No, wait, no. Brian Danielson wasn't there.
No, but he's coming on Rampage, which is also filmed in the same arena. So,
Yeah, but he
like,
wasn't there at the time.
so like let's list off the people. He has Jericho. He's there. He has Sammy, who apparently he has challenged to All Out for no reason. He already threw him off a cage, but like yeah, like he's there. Then he has Claudio, which we didn't even cover. We've never even mentioned Claudio on the show
Yes.
before.
There's
And
there's CM Punk.
yeah, and now there's CM Punk, and then Danielson's back on Friday and next Wednesday. So
Oh,
like,
don't forget Garcia.
of course, of course. Can't forget Garcia, and I guess he hates like Menard and Parker by extension. So does he hate Ty and Anna for what they did to Ruby? Like,
Maybe.
maybe you know what? Maybe it's an Eddie problem. Maybe you don't need to spare him a lot. Maybe it's an Eddie problem.
Now we love him.
Yeah, yeah. And
So
the closing shot is, of course, decades of history.
yeah,
Beautiful.
I CM Punk
I am
showing.
so down. I am so down for this. I am so down for this.
This was a feud that should have happened back in WWE because like, Punk chose Ambrose along with Rollins and well technically Chris Hero to be in the Shield.
Oops.
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 That's fine. I don't hate Reigns. He's doing great.
No, but did it have to be such a painful road to get here?
Yeah,
Like, maybe
like
not. But
he like okay, slight tangent. He's doing his job. Booking has really screwed him over the early part
yeah,
of his career. Anyway,
he's just really cool.
yeah,
He's really cool.
he's a cool dude. Why
Yeah.
not let him be a cool dude? So anyway, I
Because the
don't
succotash
remember.
has to suffer.
I don't remember how the feud, like how the Shield broke off from CM. I think they just
I
attacked
don't
him.
think I don't think they attacked him, but then
out
like
of justice.
I think that was on a Between the Ropes episode where Moxley was on it, and he said that someone, I'm not sure who that someone is, but they realized that hey, you three are actually pretty cool without Punk, so you want to do this on your own, and then they were like hell yeah sure, and then they I guess they attacked Punk and then they did it on their own,
Yeah.
and they just beat people forever.
It would have been nice to like see a resolution where this started, but like now that we're getting it.
I don't think we ever got them one on one on TV.
No, we never did.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
so down.
I don't think Punk was there when like the Shield split.
He was
I think
gone.
he was
Like
long. He was long
gone.
gone. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he was gone before Mania 30.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we have this at least.
Yeah, like on the one hand, I'm really disappointed that they only have 2 weeks. But on the other hand, if there's any two people who only need 2 weeks,
They can just like this is like Punk and MJF. They can just like talk this into a build.
yeah, they could just do, and then someone could do an epic video package of like Moxley and CZW and stuff, like
Yeah.
easily. They could just do like Punk and ROH. Is this a Miseria Cantare moment? Do you?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
I
That
don't
was
think
that
so.
was special.
Yeah, but they have to bring it back. They have to bring it back where more people know the song, because you could tell like at least
Yeah.
half the arena at Revolution knew the song, but like if they bring it back in Chicago.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Yeah, it's on my phone now. It's on my phone because I kept listening to it like with the crowd noises. But yeah, I'm so down. I am so down. I am excited again. I have forgotten completely about Scorpio Sky versus Sammy Guevara. I have forgotten about Vicky Guerrero racist. I have forgotten I have forgotten everything. I have forgotten Orange Cassidy versus Matt Hardy for approximately 65 years. I am ready. I am ready to fall into All Out again. I am ready.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna consider the fact that the longest built feud heading into All Out is somehow Eddie Kingston versus Sammy Guevara. I don't care. I am ready. I am so ready.
I need this main event in my veins.
Who do you think? Like I'm already picturing the card, and like who are the elite? The elite and the House of Black? Maybe. Like oh god. Like
I don't know.
yeah, to be fair, that one half of the draw is way more stacked than the other.
Yeah, I think it would be. Yeah.
They're not gonna have them fight the Trustbusters on All Out.
I mean,
What if the
Maybe.
Dark Order? What if the Dark Order makes it all the way?
could they?
Oh, I am ready. I am ready. I am going to
Oh.
save. I am going to save.
Maybe they aren't going to be a one-round exit. Oh.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I am all in again. I am all in again. I can't believe this has just happened, but I am all in again. So like Tony knew. Tony knew. Like
Yeah.
he has to make it big and all out. He has to. Like Vince is gone. He has to step it up. All out is in
Yeah,
Chicago.
like-
It's happening.
The wrestling world is in. It's not in shambles, but like it's in flux. Where-
And like there is so much light at the end of this tunnel.
Yeah.
There is so much light.
If I had the money, I would start watching Raw and SmackDown as well, because like it sounds like
Yeah.
it's genuinely changing.
Apparently, the last Raw was incredible.
Yeah,
I,
like
I saw AJ Styles finish a triple threat by doing a style clash on one person and landing on the other person. I don't know who they were, but it looked really cool. It
Like-
looked really cool.
if there was any argument against being tribalistic, like there's a lot, but like now when the both of the major products are starting to look good,
Yeah.
like there's no reason to just pick one over the other,
And
unless of course like
did you see Karrion Kross is back? Like, oh my god, they brought the Karrion Kross.
he's back. Like,
And you know
there's
who
so
they brought
much.
back as well? They brought back Scarlet. Oh my
There's
god.
so many good things that are going to be happening, like in the
I,
next
I am
few
I am ready
months.
to get hurt again. Like someone's gonna make a big mistake and I'm ready to get so hurt again.
Hopefully
Because
not.
like you know what? I am getting my hopes up. This is a PSA. I am officially getting my hopes up.
I mean,
Um
hopefully no one makes a mistake.
oh god, everyone's coming. Oh my god. And then did you hear that Kota Ibushi's apparently doing 3 dates at AEW?
Oh, oh,
Oh my god. Uh,
so yeah,
yeah.
that's it
I have a
for
feeling
this
that
week.
I'm gonna really want to be back next week.
Yeah, hopefully we are. Like, I don't think I'm busy next week. So,
That's oh my god.
yeah, that's it for this week. Hopefully we're
Oh, and did
back
you know that
next week.
Sunny Kiss is coming back on TV? ah, ah,
Not to get anyone's hopes up, Kenny Omega, probably.
from and also mixed tag, and so Dante and Sky Blue are on TV now.
Ah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah. We forgot to mention that. Yeah.
more
So yeah,
non obnoxious couple. Beardhausen, Beardhausen.
so yeah, that's it
Two out
for.
of three falls. 2 out of 3 falls.
I think that's it for this week. We'll hopefully be here next week for a more exciting show. Like, it sounds like it's going to be better than this week's show. Like,
We're
this
gonna
week's show
talk.
was fine.
We're gonna come back next week to talk about Dragon Lee debuting to take a fall.
Oh, biggest oof. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, bye.